is up, everybody? We are back for a brand new video today. We're not going to be opening up any Pokemon cards today, but we're going to be doing something real crazy. We're going to be doing Pokemon AI challenge. So the way that this challenge is going to work is we're going to be using the Midjourney AI art bot on Discord. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking Pokedex entries from certain Pokemon, and we're going to be plugging it into Midjourney, and we're going to see what Pokemon it creates. And the way that we are going to judge these Pokemon is we're going to have four, criteria for them. The first one is, does it resemble the OG Pokemon, the original Pokemon? If I'm using Bulbasaur and I give it Bulbasaur's Pokedex entry, is it gonna look or resemble Bulbasaur at all? Second, we're gonna say, does it fit the Pokedex entry? So for example, if the Pokedex entry says like it has a large flower on its back, something like that, does the AI generated Pokemon have a flower or anything that resembles what the Pokedex entry is saying? Third, we gotta pick a name for the Pokemon and we gotta pick its type. And fourth, we are going to rate it 1 through 10 how good the Pokemon is. So let's dive right into this video. As you can see, we tested out a little bit right here. We're just making sure that it worked. So what we are going to do is we are going to type /image prompt, and then we're going to type in the prompt here. Okay, so we got our first prompt here. We're going to be using Beedrill, and the prompt for the Pokedex entry is, it has 3 poisonous stingers on its 4 legs and its tail. They are used to jab its enemies repeatedly. So we're going to type create Pokemon, and then we're going to paste the Pokedex entry in there. And it is going to create 4 images of a Pokemon. We're going to pick only one of them to give it a fair chance, but we're going to see what it's going to create. So you can see it already is starting to create the image right here. It has 0% done. The image is going to become more clear and be created more often. Okay, so here we go. We got our Pokemon right here, 62% done, and final one right here. So we're going to open this up, and wow. I think you guys already know which one I'm going to pick. I think the third one matches it pretty closely. So for our first criteria, does it look like the original Pokemon? I'm gonna say, yeah, it does. This third one is literally a wasp. It's literally a bee, like Beedrill, and it's kind of like a futuristic kind of bee, which is really cool looking. And then second, does it fit the Pokedex entry? So it was talking about how it has 3 stingers. You can kind of tell right here in the bottom if that is a stinger. I don't think it is representing the Pokedex entry because you kind of can't tell if it has any stingers. You can tell that it's definitely a bee, but it doesn't really say anything about being a bee. So I'm going to say no, it does not fit the Pokedex description. Although it could if it stings a lot. So I think that it could. I'm gonna say yes, because it did make a bee. I think it does fit because I think this Pokemon would sting. So actually I'm changing my answer to yes. And then our third criteria, we gotta pick a name and a type for this Pokemon. Obviously I'm gonna go bug and steel type. Bug steel would be perfect typing for this Pokemon because you can tell he has like steel plating on his head. He has those futuristic eyes, metal plating all around his body, and then of course it's a bee, so bug type would be perfect for that. So I'm gonna think, what would we name this? I think I'm gonna go with Waspatron. Waspatron is gonna be the name of this Pokemon. That fits perfectly. Bug metal Waspatron. That is so good. So we got our first Pokemon right here, Waspatron. I'd give it a 7 out of 10 because that is, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 because that is so close to Beedrill, and it is in a crazy amount. It is crazy art, I tell you. But we're gonna move on to our next prompt. Let's get right into it. Okay, so we got an interesting prompt right here. We're gonna be using the Pokedex entry from Gengar from Pokemon Red. We're gonna use that entry, and the entry reads, hiding in people's shadows at night, it absorbs their heat. The chill it causes makes the victim shake. So this one's pretty disturbing, but we're gonna copy the image, or we're gonna copy the prompt right here. We're gonna do slash image prompt, and then we gotta make sure we put create Pokemon, and we're gonna type enter, or we're gonna see what we're gonna get for our second Pokemon entry. I'm very curious to see what this is gonna make, because Gengar is a unique Pokemon. It's not easy like a Beedrill is. So let's see. It's gonna make like some sort of monster, and I'm kind of curious what it's gonna make. Like just from these, whoa. Oh my god. That top left one is a Pikachu. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. That is crazy. So the first one and the third one is literally a Pikachu. The second one is an Umbreon, and then the third one is the Gengar. And that is crazy, because that literally kind of looks like Gengar. Besides it having 4 legs, as you can see, there's a leg like back here kind of looks like. It literally looks like Gengar. It has the same kind of ears, the same kind of hands, and you know, literally the shape and the eyes are the exact same. Just the color's kind of off, but I'd say this literally looks like Gengar. So that is crazy. Now, does it fit the Pokedex description? Hiding in people's shadows at night, it absorbs their heat, it chills, makes victims shake. As you can see, it's at night, and it kind of looks like it is absorbing the heat. You know, the eyes are glowing. There's a guy right here. I bet if he was moving, he would be shaking because he's kind of scared. So I think this is a yes. This definitely fits the Pokemon description. And we gotta pick a name and a type for this Pokemon right here. So, you know, ghost type for sure. Definitely gonna be a ghost type. I think it'll just be a pure ghost type. Thinking of a good name, guys. Can't think of one. Actually, okay, so I think I got a good one. I think we're gonna change the type to a ghost fire type because of the Pokedex description absorbing their heat. So we're gonna make a ghost fire type Pokemon, and I think I'm gonna name it Fanflame. Phantom and then flame, kind of combine them words together for Fanflame. That's gonna be his name. So we got our second Pokemon here. We're gonna rate it an 8 out of 10. I feel like Fanflame is a really cool Pokemon. It would be really dope. So we're gonna be moving on to our third Pokemon. We're gonna be doing 4, so we got 2 more left. Let's see what we're gonna get. Okay, guys, we are going to our third Pokemon here. All these Pokemon are gonna be from Kanto. I should have said that earlier, but we're going to our third one. We're gonna do Ditto. And the Pokemon Dex entry for Ditto is, its transformation ability is perfect. However, if made to laugh, it can't maintain its disguise. So I'm really curious on what the AI is going to create. So of course, like always, we're going to do slash image prompt, create Pokemon, and then we're going to paste the prompt there, the Pokedex entry, and we're going to see what it creates. I'm curious because transformation, you know, laugh, can't really hold the disguise. I don't really know what it would even make. But here we go. We got the image generating right now. Let's see what it comes up. Whoa. This looks scary. This looks freaky. What the heck? Whoa. Okay, guys, we got our finished prompt right here, and all of these Pokemon look frightening. I am like, this looks like some angry Pikachu, like Jolteon Pokemon. This one looks like some Feraligatr, and then these two just look like totally unique Pokemon. And I don't even know which one to pick because all of these really don't resemble Ditto at all. You know, Ditto's kind of purple, blobby all over the place. These are all kind of holding their shape. I feel like we would go with one, maybe the first image right here would probably be the closest one. Does it resemble Ditto? No, looks nothing like Ditto. Does it match the description of Ditto? Again, I don't think so at all. I don't see how this Pokemon can transform. I don't see how it's in any sort of disguise at all. So I think that it would be a no on both parts of, does it look like Ditto? Does it match Ditto's Pokedex entry? Third, what would we name this Pokemon? And what typing would it be? I feel like this would be a normal type, like a normal fairy. They could just go with a pure normal type. And I feel like we would call it like Gasper. I think Gasper would be a good name because if you look at him, he's kind of like gasping, like he saw something scary. Like he saw these 3 other Pokemon right here and he's gasping. He's like, so I think that's what we're gonna name him, Gasper. Pretty crazy. And 1 out of 10. How good does this Pokemon look? I'm not a big fan about how this guy looks. I'd give him like a 4 or 5. I think a solid 4. It's not my favorite. My favorite out of all these would probably be this like electronic Pikachu looking thing. Yeah, Gasper, the normal type. I guess we got him out of Ditto's Pokemon description. So let's move on to our 4th and final Pokemon. Okay guys, so we have a really cool Pokemon. I think I picked a really good one for our last and final Pokemon here. We're gonna do Dragonite. And its Pokemon description reads, it can fly in spite of its big and bulky physique. It circles the globe in just 16 hours. That is a really crazy Pokemon description. Based on his wings, I don't know how he could fly so fast. But with that being said, we are going to do create Pokemon, paste that entry, and we're going to see what the AI generates for us. Alright guys, we got our Pokemon built right here, and as you can see, I think the AI really emphasized on the globe part of the description of Dragonite. So we got this guy right here looking like a fox, like a fox globe, kind of like an old school kind of cyberpunk looking ball. Really cool looking Pokemon. The second one right here is like a little bird eagle thing. Bird, metal globe, as you can see. You can see kind of like continents right here. His beak. And then he looks like he has like a little companion just chilling on top of him. This one right here also does look really cool. It does have the tiny wings. It looks like it has like a little dragon flying next to him. All of these have the same globe shape, of course. This one kind of looks cool though. Like I like the ears on it. And then the last one, this is literally just like a mechanical bird. Like this one looks really dope. It has larger wings than the other 3, but do any of these look like Dragonite? No, not really. This one probably be like the closest because of the skin tone. Has like that peachy kind of skin tone like Dragonite does with the blue like on his wings. So I think we're gonna go with this guy right here to being the closest to Dragonite, but it does not look like Dragonite at all. Now, does it match the description? I think it perfectly matches the Pokédex entry because it can fly despite its big and bulky physique. This is a big and bulky Pokemon. It has the tiny wings like Dragonite, and it can circle the globe in 16 hours. And of course, its whole body looks like a globe. So I think that matches the Pokemon description perfectly. And we're going to move on to the name and the typing of the Pokemon. I think that this would be a flying type for sure. I don't want to say flying dragon because that's already what Dragonite is. Maybe like globe. What would globe would be like ground, like the earth type. Maybe we could do like flying ground. I think flying ground would be a really cool type for this Pokemon. And we gotta think of a name. What's a good name for a globe looking Pokemon? What is the kind of looks like a fox, like Glox. Glox, Glox maybe. Like Globe Fox. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do Glox. This guy's name, this Pokemon right here, his name's gonna be Glox. Glox, like Globe Fox. I think that's gonna be a good name. We got Glox, the flying ground type Pokemon. The globe, this Pokemon would be the globe type Pokemon, which would be pretty cool. I feel like this would be a really cool concept for a Pokemon that would be, within the game. But yeah, those are our 4 Pokemon, guys. So I do want to ask you guys, which of these 4 Pokemon were your favorite? I'm going to put them all up right here, and I want you guys to tell me, who was your favorite one? Do you disagree with any of the typings, any of the names? What would you name these Pokemon? What typing would you give them if this was your Pokemon that you're making? But that's going to conclude the end of the video here. I hope you guys really enjoyed this, enjoyed a different type of content other than opening up Pokemon cards. This is something unique, something different I'm trying out. So if you have any feedback on the video, just let me know. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.